Welcome back to GameStop TV. This is Marisha, and I'm Chris, and Eric is somewhere.
Boston, his office, in a store, lurking behind the studio somewhere, trying to find the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow.
I don't know. Eric is so tough to keep up with, but we will catch up with him soon. And for now, let's talk about some fighting games.
Yeah. So when it comes to fighting games, you've got your 2D fighters like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and then you have your 3D fighters like Soul Calibur, Virtua Fighter, and DOA. And when it comes to that second group, there are very few names that carry as much weight as Tekken. Since 1994, there have been 8 games in the Tekken series, chronicling the battles of the Mishima family, and that doesn't even count games like Death by Degree and Pokken Tournament, and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Now, with the upcoming Tekken 7, we will see the series make its way to the PS4 and Xbox One for the first time running on Unreal Engine 4, which is a pretty big deal. With all new battle mechanics and moves, Tekken 7 will focus on one-on-one battles that carry you through a seamless cinematic story that chronicles the final chapter in the Mishima clan's feud. The game includes a huge roster of new challengers like Street Fighter's Akuma, and also returning favorites like King and Heihachi. For even more on Tekken 7, let's check in with Eric, who met up with Mark from Bandai Namco at PAX East.
Thanks, guys. Yes, indeed, here I am in front of the Tekken 7 display at PAX East, and I am joined by Mark from Bandai Namco. Thanks so much for joining me, man.
No worries.
If you would, for anybody not familiar, give us a little bit of an explanation of what Tekken is.
Tekken is one of the biggest, most iconic fighting game franchises of all time. So Tekken 7 is a 20-year-old brand. It's crazy, right? 20 years. It's just a crazy 3D fighting experience, the best 3D fighting game there is out there. And we're excited to bring this out later this year.
But there are a lot of new aspects to the game as well. So tell me a little about that.
There's new mechanics such as the power push, which is an armored move. So anyone that's a fan of fighting games knows the nitty-gritty of how much of a chess match it is. So these are all mechanics fighting game fans know and love, what actually makes the game a little more accessible to a wider audience.
Now the game, obviously being for the first time on the newer generation of consoles, PS4, Xbox One, it looks amazing.
It does.
Lots of characters. I think almost 30 have been announced.
It's over 35 and the roster is not set yet.
Who are some of the new characters though?
And what everyone's talking about, what the big buzz is about, is Akuma from Street Fighter. I think the team has done a really good job in transitioning him from that 2D space and putting him in the 3D space.
I think Akuma is a perfect fit for Tekken. It's going to be very cool. I can't wait to play with him personally.
It comes out in the summer, June 2nd, 2017.
So now, when you pre-order the game at GameStop, whether you pick up the standard version, the collector's edition, whichever version you get, there's some great pre-order bonuses, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So if you pre-order the day one edition of the game on any of the platforms, you get Eliza. She's a bonus DLC character. But on top of that, there's more. If you pre-order an X1, you actually get Tekken 6 via backward compatibility as well. So you can jump in Tekken 6 before you jump into Tekken 7.
Yeah, and if you're a PowerUp Rewards member, there's another additional bonus, right?
Yes, how can I forget? So if you're a PowerUp Rewards member and you pre-order Tekken 7, you actually get an exclusive Heihachi Fig Pin.
And that's a real life pin. That's not an in-game item. Like, you get a real pin.
It's a real pin. It's actually pretty cool. It comes in collector's packaging. And it's about like 3 or 4 inches tall, so it's awesome.
Don't forget, pick up the season pass with the game so you can continue all the Tekken fun throughout the year. I want to thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Good luck with Tekken, man.